is a Boardwalk Audio podcast.
The Meat Improv!
Hello, welcome to the Meat Improv with me, Josh Simpson.
And me, Jake Jabor.
Meat Improv is, of course, the improv and storytelling podcast where we bring on two comedian guests to tell true, meaty stories from their lives. And then we do long-form improv inspired by those stories. Oh, hell yeah.
Oh, hell yeah, dude.
Today, we have two very special guests. Now both West Coasters. We'll get into that in just a second. But Vic Michaelis.
Hey, guys.
Hey.
Welcome aboard the meat train.
Oh, that sounds so bad. Can I
We
boo
actually
even
called-
if I haven't been introduced
called it
yet.
Oh, no.
We had an entire branded
Train
logo
tour.
and tour based on the meat train. It's
Because we should have
Run that past someone
Yeah.
first.
yeah,
some focus group.
Anybody.
besides our pets. Yeah, it went well. And our second guest returning, but now a Los Angelino, Lydia Hensler.
Hello.
Hello.
Welcome aboard. So
Thank you.
You've been here for 2
the
weeks.
meat train or just to the podcast?
No.
Don't make me get on that
Feedback
meat train. I'm in LA now. It's vegan. LA joke.
How do you like it?
I love it. I mean, I was saying on the way up the stairs that I had all the normal moving garbage stress that everybody has, but much happier to be in, not New York and in the sunshine. And yeah, I
There you
love
go.
it here. I love it here so much.
How'd you find a place, or was that all that arranged?
We went through a realtor. So
Oh
it was
my
me and my
God.
roommate, my rooms, and we went through a realtor, and I didn't realize how easy that is. I don't know why I never, in California,
to rent or buy?
to rent. But
Okay.
they the person who owns the building pays the realtor fee. So you don't pay it. So
Whoa.
the landlord paid it. So all we did
anybody
was have it was like we had a good friend finding us nicer places than we could find on our own. It was the best. Everyone get a realtor.
That's a
it
really
was-
hot tip, actually.
I had no idea. I thought there'd be all these broker fees. In New York, I was really didn't want to do it. And then when we found out that the law was the complete opposite out here in California,
Wait, in California, is it the law that your landlord has to pay?
I think it's something like that. It's not, we don't pay. We didn't pay a thing. We just thanked them a lot and signed a bunch of paperwork. It was so nice. Use a realtor. You don't have to wander around the streets, which is what we did the first day. Just wandering in the hot sun looking for a
That's what I did last fall, and I've been living here for 10 years. So. I was on Pad Mapper.
I used
Craigslist.
Stephanie and Lanier at, I can't remember the realtor firm. Shoot.
Man, that is... In retrospect, that is stupid of me because more than a couple of the apartments I looked at were it was someone met me there
Yeah.
from a real,
Berkshire Hathaway. That was the name of them. And
you
it
go.
was
Okay.
Lanier Baker and Stephanie Pyab. They were great.
Incredible. Because I'm moving. My only experience is if there's a thing called Realtor Gal or I don't know, something like
Oh,
that.
I know what you're talking
They're
about.
so
Something gal.
aggressive.
Yeah.
I signed up to be hey, yeah, if there's anything in this area, let me know. And they will not stop emailing me.
Yeah.
I'm done with them. I don't want anything to do with them anymore. They will not get out of my life.
I signed up or I didn't sign up. I was just funsies looking around at houses in Santa Monica. I had made it. And I've been here a month. And I was looking around and I put my phone number in to get access. And then I got a call the next day. And I was just I was just looking for fun. And she was well, how about I call you back in a couple of months and see if your situation has changed? And I was you know what? Do that. Maybe it will. Maybe I'm attracting a bunch of abundance in my life by doing this. But yeah, they are on it.
Yeah,
They're so, they're on top of it.
I get calls once a month from somebody trying to sell me solar panels for my home. They're just I don't own a home. Quit. Can I interest you in some rocket fuel, you asshole?
But it has to have worked. It has to have worked once, right? Because otherwise, why would they keep
Why would
doing
they keep
it?
cold calling?
I don't know. I get
It's
calls.
just someone with a bunch of solar panels in their apartment.
Yeah.
Someday.
Someday I'm gonna get a house.
It's like dressing for the job you want.
Yeah.
it. Cheers, Hal.
It's a pool skimmer.
Yeah.
I did that. I bought a little thing, like a thing that was, those like blocks of wood with a wire on it that you're supposed to put a picture in,
Yeah.
like from like a Home Goods or something. I got one that just said like Sundays at the lake or something like that. And so I was like, one day I'll have like a house on a lake, and I kept it for like 2 years, and then I was moving, and I was like, well, that didn't happen. Just set it on the sidewalk.
This was when you were living in like an apartment in New York. Okay, great.
This is like a different life plan where I was like, I'm gonna buy a house upstate by a lake and stay in New York, and yeah. Then I was like, bye, I'm going to California.
I think we have a lake here. No, Big Bear.
Is that a lake?
The
Is that a
Hollywood
lake?
Reservoir, right?
Oh yeah, but that's
Did
a
I just call it
reservoir.
that? Oh yeah.
And the Silver Lake Reservoir. You guys have reservoir.
We have a whole bunch of water that has fences between you and the water.
I know it's sad. It's just like, hey, do you want to walk around the fence near the water?
If they didn't, though,
It would
There'd
be
be-
a lot
yeah.
of people bathing.
a lot of hipster balls in our drinking water. What? And butts.
Yeah. Don't forget
Jeez.
the hipster butts.
Hey, equality. There could be a lot of vagina in that water
That's
too.
true.
Hey,
Yeah.
that's right.
False butts and vulvas in that water. All hipsters. But get it in there. Give it a bath. Give those areas a bath.
That's right. Where are you moving, Vic?
A good question. I mean, it's
You're gonna get a realtor.
hard. It's hard. Yeah, well, because the question right now is, do you buy or do you rent? Because it's like, I don't know. I've been watching a lot of Susie Orman recently. And I mean, it's been changing my life and making me feel like I can do a lot of things that I just feasibly can't do.
Oh, that's so nice though.
It's nice. It's like giving me a lot of aspirations for sure. But it's just like unattainable. She's like always paying cash.
Oh yeah, that's fun.
Yeah, I can't do that. As soon as I get cash, I have to spend it on something. Like, I get it. in
And
my
as an
hands.
improv coach, that means I guess that's Venmo.
You got to Venmo. It's the only
Some
way to
of my
protect
groups-
yourself from that.
Some of my groups pay cash, and
Yeah.
it's just gone immediately. I don't even know what I spent it on. Usually, it's like fancy cheeses is what I do when
Oh,
I get
that's
money.
nice.
Yeah, I don't
That's
drink or
self-care, I
anything.
think.
So
I don't
yeah.
either.
Hey, welcome to LA. I love this already.
Let's have some sips of our water.
Get in on this with my little Corey.
Yum.
Not alcohol.
Jake, there he is. We've all had a sip of water.
What neighborhoods are you looking? What address do you live at currently? And what neighborhoods?
Ooh, does this have anything to do with the meat train? Because that feel weird.
No, where are you looking?
Because I live on the west side now. It's backwards. I'm from Vancouver, so the mountains usually tell you where north is, but because you're surrounded by mountains, I have a hard time telling direction.
Uh-huh.
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
I'm on the west side is what I mean to say by that. But I'm looking on the east side because it's like, I don't know, it's like spending an hour each way in my car. It's too
Fuck that.
much.
Yeah.
I'm done with it.
But do you go to the beach a lot?
No, that's the kicker.
That's like my little California dream where I was like, I'm going to live on the east side because everybody I know is here. But then I just find myself like dreaming of the beach all the time.
I mean, for the 2 days a year I get down to the beach, it's fantastic. And I love living on the west side. But it's like, it's so rare. My family will come to visit and I'll like walk around downtown Culver City and they'll be like, this is amazing. I'm like, you're right. It is. I'm never here. I'm like learning about all this stuff with them. I'm not like taking them places, you know?
You're a tourist in your own city.
Yeah.
I think last time I was at Venice or any beach in LA. No, I went to a beach once for fun and I was like, oh my God, this is not bad.
It's the best. And so I really want to learn to surf. I'm just a wide-eyed
jumping in.
transplant here.
Another fun fact, $99 longboards at Costco.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Wow.
So if
Sure.
you want to surf, it's a good way to get into it.
It's like that is definitely something that I would absolutely buy, and then maybe that would be like my little lake house thing where I'm just like, I got myself a surfboard and still haven't learned how to surf yet.
But you already got rid of the picture frame. What are you going to do?
I don't know. I guess if I learn to surf, I'll like that will be like
Track it down.
Yeah, like I will have dressed for the job I wanted by buying the board first. Yeah.
Sure.
It's just fun to have. I should like hang it above my bed or something. Be like, oh, Callie.
People definitely ask you about it in your apartment.
About surfing?
Well,
Or-
if you've got a
you have
surfboard,
one,
people
yeah.
will constantly be trying to get you to go surfing with them.
That's great. Okay. Then I just have to have one of them teach me before. Be like, oh, by the way, I don't know how to do this. Let's shred.
You got the language down.
Yeah, that sounds great.
Yeah.
I have a longboard, like skateboard under my bed.
Hey.
that you just trip on once every year.
I bought it for college. I was like, this is how I'm going to get around on campus. And then I fell really hard on it. I was like, I'm not doing this. It was like so, because like I had a backpack on, and when you like fall with a backpack, it like,
Oh, yeah.
it like hits you in the back of the head. It's just like, it looks so humiliating. And then my wrist hurt, and then I had to carry the longboard, and I was like, I didn't get back on that horse.
Oh
I
my
just was like, I'm
God.
putting this under my bed.
Can I ask, where did you go to college?
Colorado State.
Oh, so like mountains.
Yeah.
Was it like a hilly campus?
No,
Was it the
I wish I could say it
altitude?
was. Yeah, I wish I could say it was.
There was a
grew
crack
up
in the
Colorado.
sidewalk.
I had everything in my favor. I just bought a board and was like, "This will be cool. I'll just get around campus quicker." And then really fell and was like, "I don't want to do this anymore."
Can I just for my mind's eye
Mhm.
for this fall? Did you have the long hair that you have in your driver's license
Yeah,
photograph?
yeah. I had a ponytail.
You were full on.
Oh, how long of hair are we talking?
This will be unsatisfying for the listener, but
Oh my God.
very rewarding for these
Whoa.
two guests.
He was
Oh
a
my
skater boy.
God.
She said, "See you later, boy."
Okay, Jake,
you
did
guys,
wear-
but we're not describing the beard that
I
was
know.
there.
And it's
There's
just the bottom.
just the
I
bottom
know.
of the chin.
Jeff,
Yes.
did you wear those pants that people wear?
I want
that
a
are
refresher
like,
on that.
They're like not bell bottoms, but they're like completely black, and they've got like.
Oh,
really-
and
you know what I'm
yes.
talking about. And they've got,
They
like,
remind me of
metal
snow
hooks.
pants, but they're not.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I did
Not
not.
cushioned.
Yes.
I did not.
Jenkos?
Oh, maybe.
I didn't, but it's upsetting that this photo looks like I would have. Because even in this photo, I would have been like, that guy with those pants, not cool. But apparently I looked like I could have worn them. Yeah, so I had that hair.
It paints such a like this part of you just paints such a picture for me of a person that you weren't, but I imagine you were.
Yeah.
Imagine, how am I going to explain this? Imagine Metallica.
Well, I've gotten Metallica. I've gotten The Undertaker.
the Undertaker's
some guy
pretty
from
close.
System of a Down. Nothing
but
great.
straight,
Yeah,
really
just
straight
really
hair.
straight, yeah.
Interesting. Just all in a muff after you fell in your muff. Is not what I meant to say.
A muff.
Just all in a muck.
All in a muff.
He wishes. That's how he tried that. As he falls on his head with a backpack and a fucked up ponytail
Yeah.
in between.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
I feel like when you release this episode, you need to have a split screen picture of us, but also of your driver's license photo, so that
We'll
the
include it,
listener.
sure.
I mean,
can
people
see.
deserve to see it.
Yeah.
Want, and I want that like just out there. Like I feel like it needs to be out there.
Yeah, of course, yeah.
Also, for Christ's sakes, you're my age. How long have you had that same photo on your driver's license?
I got my driver's license expired and I renewed it, and they just sent me a new card with the same photo. I've had it for 10 years. I was like, no new photo? All right, well, the DMV's a nightmare. So.
I bet if you go in, oh yeah, well I guess that's the thing. Then you got to deal with the DMV.
I know,
but I bet
right.
if you go in, they change it for you.
Yeah, I'm sure. Yeah, probably on the house.
They'd be like, please let us do this for you. You're not that man
Every time
anymore.
I give it to people, they go, like, they clearly go, like, this isn't him. But who would pick a fake that this is this far off? Like, they go, like, it's nothing like him, but why would he present this otherwise?
Excuse me, sir. I'm going to need you to step over into this line over here.
Which line?
This
This one?
line.
Oh,
this one over
okay.
here. The
All right.
one that's marked terrorist question mark.
Wait, what? Why? Why?
I'm singling you out. You don't look like your picture.
Are you-
So anything that's like just a little bit off, we move you over onto this line. It's a fun line though. A lot of fun characters, but you need to move over.
Well, I don't. look, it's an old photo. I
Is
went
it?
through. Yeah, I went through.
Is
like
it, or was it you yesterday and you just cut off all your hair because you just planted a bunch of bombs
what?
somewhere?
Why? No. What?
Are you sure?
Yeah, I'm sure I wouldn't do that. It's an old photo, and I wouldn't use the photo if it wasn't me, right?
Oh my God. I hear this all day long. All day long. When
From everybody in this line is giving you that story?
Yeah, they're like, this is an old photo.
It's an old photo, I'm telling you.
It's not an old photo.
No, it's an old photo.
I don't believe you.
Oh, come on, it's an old photo. I don't look like
You
that
have
anymore.
a tattoo that wasn't there
Yeah,
now.
yeah.
Yeah.
It's just, okay, it's one of those things where makeup.
Makeup. You had makeup for your driver's license
Yeah,
photo.
makeup.
I don't believe you.
Okay, you know Mike Tyson?
I do. Yeah.
Okay, but he has a tattoo on his face. People aren't pulling him off into lines.
They should though. He's a rapist. No.
Is he?
I think
Oh,
he
then he
is.
should
Didn't
get
he
pulled
rape
into-
someone?
Okay, well, he deserves to be here, and I deserve to be in that normal
I don't know.
Tuesday
Look,
Why'd you pull her into this line?
I just
Yeah.
wanted to show you that there's a lot of people that have the same.
You can come sit next to me if you want.
You can have fun. It's fun. I make it fun. See, I was an Imagineer before I got this job.
Wow.
Yeah, which is why I'm good at like imagining scenarios of why you're so bad.
You
like
should
a
be
bad person.
You should be focused on evidence, not imagining scenarios.
They don't pay me for evidence. They pay me to anticipate.
Yeah, but you're taking anticipate to mean creatively imagine what I could be potentially possible of.
But that's what makes the line so fun because it's got like a real fun Disney vibe to it.
does.
But I mean, yes, like you could be possible. Like
This stinks.
bad
This is my
person.
birthday, and I'm going to be stuck in this line.
Oh, it is your birthday. I didn't even notice that on this
Yeah.
license. Where were you gonna fly to?
She's handing him a first time in terrorist question mark line pin for him to wear.
Congratulations. No, you gotta wear it.
I was
You
going
gotta wear it. You and that little girl over there don't have the same pins.
Did you separate her from her family?
She didn't look like her picture.
What picture?
She brought in a class photo from her second grade, and she didn't
Kids
look at
grow
all like
quick.
her.
What you got?
I want to go to Hawaii.
Well, your parents are going. I don't know if you are, little lady. But let me tell you this: it's a small world after all.
What? No, I can't be your dad.
But you could be, couldn't you? Imagine it.
Oh, I'll be your dad.
No. Let's not encourage
Oh,
this.
no, it's not weird. I foster kids.
Oh, that's so sweet.
Thank you.
And then do you lock them up?
Huh?
Do you lock up the kids that you foster and torture them?
What?
For
No.
being American?
What?
I don't know. You could be a terrorist in that sort of fashion. I think things up.
I was born in Des Moines.
Oh, were you?
Yes.
Excuse me. I hate to drop my own name here, but I'm Mitt Romney.
Oh my
I
gosh.
don't know why I'm in
You
this
don't
line.
hate to do that at all.
I do hate it. I hate it. I'm Mitt Romney, 2012 Republican
very
candidate
exciting.
for president.
We know who you are.
Running for Utah Senate. So,
Are you though?
yes.
Are you Mitt Romney? Or
I'm going
does this license, are you an impersonator trying to get on a plane? Are you a Mitt Romney impersonator? And you think because you are a patriot, I'll let you on this plane, and then boom, boom, the plane goes boom because you're not a patriot. You're a Mitt Romney lookalike who's actually ISIS.
If you're questioning my patriotism, I'll spread my cheeks right now.
Wait,
You can do it. Just
Wow.
check me out top to
of
bottom.
all the scenarios I imagined, I did not imagine that one happening.
Well, I'm just saying, Mitt Romney is a patriot, and I'm willing to prove it, however I need to do it. So,
Papa, Mother wants to know if you'd like a milk at the gate.
yes, of course.
Does he
I gave her.
Does he want the milk?
Mother,
You don't
Papa-
even have to ask.
Papa
Of
says
course,
he'd
I
like
want the milk.
He wants the milk.
Yes.
Okay.
And if you have animal crackers, for God's sakes, yes, on those.
All right, I'll scurry along.
Well, what do I have to do here?
crackers? Animal crackers?
Mm-hmm.
Really?
Yes.
Are you planning on bringing animals onto the plane? Because that's not allowed.
I don't do that.
What if you had a magical
Animal crackers
wand?
does seem a little fun for you.
Thank you. I purchased a whole couple boxes.
Oh, did you?
Yes.
Did you?
Advisement from
Let
my.
me see these. Oh, they're just cows.
Well, I didn't want any horses or goats.
That is
I didn't want any-
suspicious.
Horses, goats, donkeys. Come on.
Why?
I tried to, donkeys because of the connotation.
Because they
one,
can't reproduce?
Ass. Donkeys can't reproduce.
Yeah, I don't think they can reproduce.
So are they immortal?
No, they just die, right? What am I thinking of that can't reproduce?
Nothing.
No, right?
Whatever it is, it's gone.
Isn't there like a horse mixed with something else makes something else and then
mule?
they die? A mule? Yeah, a horse and a donkey.
I didn't know the
Make a
dog.
mule,
Okay.
and then the mule is sterile.
Listen, I'm sorry to break this up, but if you're going to keep me in this line, I'm very, very pregnant. I need to use the washroom.
Are you pregnant or is that a bomb in your
I'm
uterus?
pregnant.
Are you sure?
I'm positive. Ow, ow.
You
Oh
were
my
pregnant
God.
in your photo.
Oh my God. Yeah, I wasn't pregnant in my photo. I took that photo for years. Ow. Oh my God. Oh my God.
Classic technique,
Oh my
fake
God.
labor to get onto a plane and then blow it up.
Oh my God. I think my water just broke.
Hey, if you're gonna show your vagina, I have to I have to find somewhere to hide.
Well, you can hide. You can avert your eyes, but you can hide. This is the line for you.
This is a nightmare.
Also, that's too many fluids. That's over 3 ounces.
No.
Yeah,
Oh my
that's
God.
over 3 ounces. You're going to have to throw that amniotic fluid away.
Then just let me get out of line. Let me go back. Let me just
No,
go
you're in the
back.
line. You're in the line.
Oh my God. I'll just go back. I'll get back on a bus.
I have to say you're crowning, so that's about to be a person.
Ow, ow,
and
ow.
Oh, Mother Mary.
that person doesn't have any identification, so that person can't come with you.
Oh my God. Oh my God. Ow. Ow. Somebody help me. Somebody help me.
I'm not allowed to touch you.
Is there a doctor?
There might be. Is there a doctor in the house?
Yes, I'm a doctor.
Well, you can't go near her because how do I know this isn't a convoluted plot
To
that
do
you're
what?
working together?
What would I? How?
I don't know, to deliver a bomb, baby. Imagine it.
Oh God! I can't imagine it. I don't know why she would have a bomb inside of her that I would pull out of her, and then what would I do? I would take the bomb. And
Oh
then
my
get
God,
on
it's
the plane.
coming!
Oh my gosh!
Sounds like you just told me your plan.
Come on.
I think you just told me your plan.
Well, let Mitt
Listen,
Romney
a
do
woman
it.
is coming. I've got to get out of here. Legally speaking. Is that what coming means?
a woman, do you mean coming to orgasm? Like
What?
orgasming? Like
What are you
coming?
saying? Organisming?
Orgasming, like
Never
having
heard
a
of it.
climax in a sexual experience, or do you know that baby is a female and it's coming, it's arriving? Explain.
My
yourself,
wife told
Mitt
me
Romney.
the only time she did coming was when she gave birth.
Oh, that's your poor wife.
It's a moving sale, huh? That's interesting.
Oh, yeah. We're
Oh, cool.
heading to Tahoe.
You're headed to Tahoe.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
ski.
Oh, God.
Eventually.
I
We'll
love
ski.
you.
I love you.
That's a lot of stuff you got here.
Yeah.
Yeah. So much stuff.
Oh, go ahead. Poke around.
Yeah, poke. You can poke.
I'll try it. It's
anything
the whole
you want.
dang
Just
yard.
Give it a poke.
Anything you
Okay.
want.
Ah, boy. Lots of hot.
Did you find anything?
What'd you find? What'd you find?
Did you find something?
What are you touching?
Looks like a. Is this a surfboard of some kind?
Oops, you touch it, you bought it.
I don't need a surfboard.
Well, you touch it, you bought it.
That's yours.
I'm not taking it. I didn't know where to put it.
You just bought
Well,
it.
it's,
So I guess you
our
did.
our hands are clean.
Excuse me.
Yeah, hands are clean. By our hands.
Get that away from my truck.
Oh, it's in the truck. There we
Backs
go.
up and tumbles into a bunch of stuff in the yard sale.
Oh God! Excellent
Oh my
choices.
gosh, I love your vision.
You must be redecorating.
I'm not redecorating. I don't want any of this stuff. There's clutter everywhere.
And
Is it
the hell
clutter or
is
is
this?
it treasure? One man's
Are these
clutter is
well,
another.
Equestrian ladders?
it's your equestrian ladder now.
Equestrian, yeah, for her horses.
You have horses?
Oh no!
Do you want to pet one? You can own it.
What? You,
Around the back. Yeah.
I don't want
around the back.
There's no way.
go.
Listen, I can't.
Come here.
I'm not going to pet the
Oh,
horse.
jump kick! Oh, he. Oh God!
Snickers. Oh God.
Oh God! He
Right in
does
the
that.
Oh man.
Well, he does that to you now because that's your horse.
yeah.
It's not my horse.
He touched you. It's your horse.
How did you keep this
touch it, you
horse in
own
that
it.
tiny house?
Yeah. Well, there were zoning laws that we worked around.
That's true.
I think you two might be hoarders.
Oh,
I think you just have a lot of stuff here that I don't think anybody needs, and there's no way I'm taking it home.
I think you don't understand what an abundant life we have. It's full of lots of hobbies,
lots of hobbies,
Like-
lots of
riding, surfing.
dreams,
Dreams.
Lots of this is memories.
Yeah, these are memories that we're selling in our yard.
Well, they're your memories technically.
oh
now.
yeah,
I don't
you
need
get our
memories.
memories. You have all our memories in your truck.
All right, and into
What?
the car. Come on, Snickers.
These are personal photographs?
Get in the truck, Snickers.
He just got right in there.
He's very well trained. Except for the whole kicking you part.
Yeah, I have no place for this. I am in.
Really, are you not willing to make space for it? Are you blocking something?
Are you
blocking
happy?
an abundant life?
fairly happy.
Are you happy? Are you happy?
I'm fairly happy. I'm happy. I'm happy.
I don't know.
I'm happy.
I
Yeah.
don't know.
That's not the cadence of a happy man.
Yeah, you have to really
You
think
think?
about it. Happy people are just like, I'm so happy.
Yeah, look at this. I'm so happy.
I'm so happy.
I love you.
I love you.
See, that's happy.
My wife and I haven't told each other we loved each other, and you know what? I'm gonna try this out.
Yeah.
You're going to try and tell your wife you love her?
Call her.
No.
Call her. Call her.
But
Call
Do
her.
it right
Call
now.
her right
Give her
now?
a ring. Give
Here,
her a
touch
ring.
this phone
ring?
and then call her on this
Oh,
phone.
you own this phone. Now
That's
call
your
her.
phone.
It's
I
okay.
own
We're on
this
a
phone?
family plan.
I don't wait. We're family. Okay. Beep boop 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 beep boop.
I love that you kept the sound on all your buttons.
Yeah.
That was
Hello,
fun.
Hi.
Dale, what?
Yes, Linda.
You went out for Popeyes an hour ago. What happened?
Tell her we say hi.
Yeah, tell her we say
Tell
hi.
her we say hi.
I didn't get your names.
Daria.
And Daria.
You're kidding.
No.
What is it? Is there a
Two
problem with the order?
lovely new friends of mine. They're both named Daria. Told me to call you.
No, I'm Daria.
And I'm Daria.
Damn it.
Daria and Daria.
If you got picked up for prostitution again, I am leaving you.
It's not prostitution. It's not prostitution, right? Tell them.
Excuse me? Did you want to have sex for money? We do that too.
No.
Excuse me?
No,
You like,
that's
oh,
not why I'm here.
touched ya.
You should see this rummage sale.
You own me.
Oh, a rummage sale?
Yeah, that's what I call it in the Midwest. Moving
What
sale.
is happening?
Nothing. I got you a horse.
A horse? What do you mean you got me a horse?
What does it sound like?
It sounds like you got me a horse. Why?
To prove my love to you.
Love, say love more.
Love. I love you.
Yeah, yes. That must have felt good. Oh, you could.
Oh, no.
Did you want to
And-
have sex for money still?
Great. Well, let's get into the meat part of the podcast. Vic, you're up first.
Okay. Like I said, I'm a little bit worried that the story is going to make me sound like a bad person, but I think it'll
Those
be
are
fine.
the best ones.
Yeah,
I think so,
it'll
too.
be fine. So I grew up like very, very religious, like
What type?
evangelical, like non-denominational evangelical. So like the crazy kind.
Like the speaking in tongues kind?
Yeah, my church did a little bit of that. It was like a mega church. So it was like, there were like 4,000 people per ceremony. Yeah, or not ceremony, per service. It was like, it was crazy.
Every Sunday? Like just every Sunday that
And there
many
were two
people?
services. So it was like, it was nuts. It was huge. And so like I grew up very, very religious. I was way more into it than the rest of my family was. Like for whatever reason, it like hit me in a time where like my family was in turmoil. So like I like grabbed onto it. And through this church, I found out about this.
By the way, I think you just described why people go to religion.
Oh yeah, no, that makes sense. But it was like I found out about this like super Christian high school that I went to, and it was kind of at that high school. Like my family was like, okay, like this is a lot. Like I was going on missions trips, and I was like, yeah, you're probably right. They had like a pray away like the gay guy that like came in, like it was insane. And it was around that time I was just like, this is not right. Like this is
I
terrible.
have to ask you about that.
Yeah.
Because I've never talked to anyone that actually encountered a pray away the gay.
Yeah.
So is this, he came in to like talk to like the kids your age?
Yeah, so it was like he came in to talk to like our high school during chapel. We had chapel twice a day.
I had chapel
Hey,
3 times a week.
Oh, dang!
But it was Lutheran style.
Okay, great.
It's
So
not
you
as
get
fun.
it. But so like he came in and he was like, the man you see before you 6 months ago was gay, was living in Atlanta as a proud gay man.
Oh, God.
And I know it was horrifying. And he was just like, and was deeply depressed. What has happened to me in this last 6 months is I now have a fiance. who is a woman.
6 months.
I have the best relationship with my family, and I have a strong and fulfilling relationship with Jesus Christ, my Lord and Savior. It was like, I mean, it was insane. It was so sad, and I like remember I'm sure that wasn't the first thing that had happened that was like weird to me, but that was definitely like my line. I was like, this is sucks. This is terrible. This is so wrong. Like, I hate everything about this, because I was never into that aspect of it, but like they made it very clear that this was like a big thing for them. So I was like, okay, not interested. My family moved to Canada, which is like a fairly non-religious place. I kind of fell out of it.
Where did you grow up?
I moved around a lot growing up, but where this happened was in St. Charles, Illinois.
Okay.
Little town, like 45 minutes to an hour outside of Chicago. So we went up to Canada. It was fine. I kind of fell out of it. And I went to university. I ended up dropping out in my third year just to like move to Vancouver and keep pursuing acting and things like that. And about 2 years ago, I decided like, I just want to finish my degree. I just want to get it done with. But my grades were so bad coming out of this last school that I was at, no place was interested in taking me. So I was like, okay, I'm just going to go to a school online. So it's like one of those things where I can go somewhere where I can just get it done, and I can get it done at my own convenience. And if I like, I don't have to be in a class at a certain time. So I was searching schools that would give you degrees without saying that you went to school online. And the big one that pops up is a school called Liberty University. I don't know if you guys have heard of it.
No.
So Jerry Falwell Jr., it's like his school. He's a huge Trump supporter. It's terrible. Everything about it is horrible. But I was like, okay, I think I can talk my way into this school. So I basically like sent in my application, and I sent in this cover letter. And in this cover letter, I was like, I had a dream last night.
Oh my God. I love this already.
Jesus came to me as a lamb in my dream.
Oh my
last
God.
night.
That's already a weird visual.
Classic lamb Jesus.
I was like, and I was, because
It usually has lambs.
Yeah.
He's not a lamb. He's a lamb of God, right?
I know,
Like,
and
like
I
a little lamb.
I was like, and then this like wind brought him into my bedroom, and I've been very stressed out about deciding whether or not I wanted to pursue my education. And this lamb spoke to me and said, for those who like seek out what they want, in God they can do anything. And the very next day I saw an ad for your school. And so I just had to reach out to you guys. And I had to say that God wants me to go to your school. Do you feel the same way? And they messaged me back like 12 hours later being like, we got the exact same message. You're in. And so I ended up,
there's baby lambs in all of the administrators'
it's
dreams.
like, it's terrible, but I don't know. This is a bad school full of like an administration that are bad people. And I was like, okay, I want to finish my degree. So maybe it's worth just like, I know the stuff that I have to say in order to get in. And so I just kind of regurgitated it. Oh God. And then it got to a point where one of my teachers in one of the first like online classes that I was taking, like had heard word of my testimony.
Oh God.
And called me and made me my class chaplain. So I was in charge of taking like prayer requests from people. And like, at that point I was like, this is too much. Like
What's a prayer request? Like, why would they give you a prayer request?
So it's like it was apologetics, which is like defending the Bible through like
it's called apologetics.
Apologetics is like the
apology?
study. Yeah, exactly. It's the study of like
Sorry, I have to
defending the
defend the
Bible in like real like facts. So they're like, this happened in a history book at this time, and it also happened in the Bible at this time. So the
Okay.
Bible is real. So basically, my job in this class was to like, if people had like things that were on their mind or things that they wanted me to like pray about for them, they like would send this to me, and then it's like they're praying for it. And then you also have somebody that, I don't know if the idea is like, I'm close, like you're closer to God. Like, I don't know what it is, but it's somebody that like usually is in a position that is like people view as like very devout and very like, so it was my job to like take people's prayer requests. And I was like, I can't do this. That's my story.
Did you finish it?
School? No, I dropped out. It got to be too much, especially when they changed all those laws where now private institutions that are like tax exempt were allowed to donate to political campaigns. And there was like something weird where I think the school was donating part of their, what's it called? It's not a dowry. It's what is like,
grant money? Or
I'm not sure if that's what it's called. It's like, do you know what I'm talking about? It's like, it starts with a D, I think.
I
don't know.
School's money?
Someone in
So,
their
like-
car is yelling the word right now.
Yeah, like it was like part of like you, because like part of your tuition is you give like a gift to the school or whatever. And so I found out like part of that money was also like going to like these terrible political campaigns. And I was
Of
like,
course
I
it was.
Can't
I think that might have been the
this.
purpose of that school.
Yeah,
Like Trump University.
yeah.
Like I think there's people like that are just like, not to say that you can't learn something or that people couldn't connect with each other or something
yeah.
via this, but I also think that's gotta be
Part of it.
Yeah.
there's gotta be a scam element to it.
Well, as soon as that law passed, it's like legally now they were just like donating money to things where I was just like, I cannot be a part of this. And like a bunch of like, you know, they're very, very anti like women's rights in a lot of ways. And I was just like, this is not worth a degree, like giving any more money to this institution.
Wow.
That's it.
Did you learn in apologetics about the difference between like what makes evolution wrong?
No, but in high school, that was like a big thing.
Macro and micro, right?
Wait, what?
I always bring that up to people who like tell me they were very Christian.
Yeah, so it's like this idea where like the workaround for evolution in Christianity is that God like created evolution, and so evolution is like part of the design, like God's design for evolution is that like God created us to adapt to the things around us, basically.
But that you can't, macro evolution is like from a monkey to a human, which they don't believe in.
No.
So that's why you'll see sometimes like those kind of like really extreme Christians be like, you called me a monkey? like to like
God.
scientists and stuff like that. Like that's their where they draw the line.
Oh,
Like they
man.
believe you can adapt.
in a
but they
science
don't.
class one time, they called us all into chapel one day, and they were like, "We have to tell you guys about this. There's this like huge thing that, yeah." They were like very animated. They were like, "Get in here, everybody, sit on the floor." And they were like, "Okay, there was this big discovery that just came out, and you guys have to hear about it. It's like our most basic like chromosome or something. It was like your most basic, like the most basic building block to humanity. Guess what shape it is? It's a cross."
Oh my!
And that was like their like huge thing where they were like, how can people look at this and not believe that we were designed? The sign of our salvation is also the building blocks of us as people.
We were already people when he suppostously died on the cross. I don't understand.
I don't know. It's crazy.
Wow.
Bananas.
I have a couple other. Go ahead.
Go for it. I was just gonna ask,
go for
was there anything when you dropped out? Like, did they go like the chosen one has dropped out or anything?
Yeah.
No, because by that point I'd very much fallen from grace. I got kicked out as chaplain because I was asked to like write something, or in one of my papers, I can't remember. I was writing about how like kind of this idea. It actually had to do with gay marriage. To bring it back, it was like it had to do with the fact like. Maybe you'll understand this, like the covenant of Abraham, and the idea is that it wipes out like the whole first book of the Bible. Not that it's not important; it's important for like the parables in it. But the covenant of Abraham is that like they'll that like Jesus then like wipes away everything that happened in the first book. So I was basically using that as an argument for like any idea of like, because they pull the gay marriage lines from like Leviticus
And Exodus
like,
and stuff
and
like
Exodus
that.
and books like that. And so it's like, yeah, but Jesus came, and so regardless of what you think, that's all gone. And my teacher was like, no, I don't think so.
We choose to
crazy.
keep this part.
Yeah.
Wow.
But everyone's wearing sandals. So
Yeah.
Wow.
That's interesting. So what about? I'm trying to think of like the stuff that like I felt like my experience with Christian faith. So were you saying you went to school for that, or your chapel twice a day was like? like on Sundays or?
No, so it would be we'd have chapel like in the morning and then in the evening, and I'm talking about. Did you go to a Christian school? Yes,
Okay.
for 8th through 10th grade.
Okay. Kindergarten through 12th.
Oh, baby. Yeah, so you probably haven't much. But it was one of those things, it's like, I don't know, it's an interesting idea where like I chose to go to that school. You know what I mean? Like my family was like, we're just going to send you to like the local high school. I was like, no, I need to be at this school. Like this is where like I'm going to grow my faith and like as a Christian, this is where I'm going to become like the best version of myself. I need to go to this school. So I was like, I was all in.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
I was always like trying to be in, and then like I would have like waves of it where I'd be like, okay, I'm fixed now, and God will forgive me. And now I'm doing well, and then it would be like a temptation would come up, and it would be like, shit, fucked up.
I think we actually fall on like pretty similar paths for that. I think I was like that too.
I went to Catholic school from 1st to 7th grade, and but we didn't learn about the Bible or anything. We just got like the you're bad kind of like message, but we never like read the Bible.
Oh.
But we had to like go to confession and stuff. Like I remember just going home like almost every day and being like, Mom, is this true? Like, because it would be like bad. Like, are Jessica's parents really going to hell because they lived together before they got married? And just like, no. I was like, okay. Like it just was so much conflicting messaging. Yeah.
Oh.
But it wasn't as intense as
For me,
what you're
like
describing.
my dad at one point was like, during this period was like, hey, you know, like you got to take away from it what you want to take away. Like for me, for instance, I don't believe in hell. And I remember just sitting there going, oh my God, my dad is going to hell for saying that. Like just being like so worried about him.
Yeah. I had a conversation like that with a friend of mine who's like still very religious. When I told her like I don't really believe anymore. But I took a lot of things away from Christianity. And I was like, so do you think I'm going to hell? And she was like, yeah. And I was like, I just want you to know. I was like, that whatever worry you got over that is all yours. You know, of like, that's like literally working yourself into like, which I think is what the bad part of Christianity does. I don't think it's all bad.
No,
Like,
I don't either.
The ideas are beautiful, like treat others the way you want to be treated. Like all the heart of all of those, like lots of religions are really lovely, right? It's like just be nice to people, basically.
Yeah. Feels dead though to me. Like even going to my parents' like church back home, like or the churches where I grew up, I was like, why was this so boring to me as a kid? It's like because you have taken all the meaning out of it. Like you're not like applying it to your community necessarily.
Right.
Like you're sort of just like preaching it to yourselves and then going on your way. One time when my dad and I got into it about it, I was like, because that's one thing they don't listen to this podcast. that's one thing that they're still a little disappointed in me for is like falling away from the faith or whatever. But they like one time I was kind of talking to my dad about, you know, how I think like learning for me is like maybe what I've replaced that with, or like having new experiences or whatever. And I was like, so what was the sermon about last week? And he just like could not tell me what the sermon was about. And I was like, I can tell you the last book I read. I can tell you some things about it. I'm not saying that's like a fucking shitty thing, I guess a 22-year-old says to their dad when they're bucking them.
What's this?
But I kind of meant it. You know what I mean?
It's a good point.
I was like, it's not a routine. It's like, you gotta find some.
Yeah, and as we get older, I think we learn to like say things more tactfully, but not necessarily like the content of what you said is like different than conversations that I can relate to having now, you know?
Yeah. The first things that also chipped away from me were like where the homosexuality thing was a big one.
It bothered me so much.
I have a gay aunt and I'm just like, hey, shut the fuck up.
Yeah.
Like what do you care?
Possibly say such a thing. Yeah, it's bizarre.
She's going to hell? She doesn't seem to care.
It also just feels weird to then, like you were saying, like dropping out because you couldn't support it. It was just like, I can't go to mass when they say that. It's just like, oh, but like the church isn't really focusing on the whole gay thing anymore. It's like, okay, but it's still a belief. It's like, oh, the church doesn't, like, they're trying to be more egalitarian. Okay, but women still can't be priests in this faith. So it's just like, they're not, just because we're not talking about it anymore, like with like vitriol, this is like in Catholicism, like doesn't mean that anything has changed. You're just not being as angry and exclusive because you want people to like turn a blind eye to that and come to mass. Like, it's just like, that's almost worse.
Well, that's like that huge church that's here. I think it's called Oasis. Have you guys heard of that?
I might have been once.
Yeah, I went once.
Is it like in Bel Air or something?
I think they've
like
got one there.
Malibu
They've
or
got
something?
one like on Wilshire, and that's like their big thing is they're like, we're so cool. Justin Bieber goes here. There's a bunch of football players here. Like, we're so cool. Like, people love it here. Listen to the music. There's a guitar. Like, guys, just get on in here. But then, like, you read on their website, because that was the first thing I did when I looked it up. I was like, what's your stance on gay marriage? And then kind of like very, very tiny in like one of the drop down bars, you go like 6 answers down. It's like, we have a biblical perspective on gay marriage where like we believe that gay marriage is a sin and we believe that being gay is a sin, but Jesus can forgive those sins. It's like, it's not, there's nothing to forgive.
Yeah.
It's like,
This is a human, and if you believe in God and that God didn't make mistakes, then why isn't why isn't being gay celebrated and just like a-okay? Like, I mean, God made everyone, then
Also,
so get back up your own perspectives.
Why are gay bars so fun? Why is it so fun?
Answer me that.
Somebody just
Answer
said
that
this
riddle.
to me recently. Like, if it scares you, that's not God. God, like, if God is love, God wouldn't like be a dick to you. Like, and if there's joy on the other side of your fear, like that is God. So if I'm in a gay bar having the best time of my life, like that to me feels like. Yeah.
Yeah. I love
Hashtag
that.
spiritual, not religious, right, guys?
You are an LA girl.
The other thing I've thought about with that, I don't mean to keep this going because I know we got to do some scenes, is like, I think you're totally onto something with that. Because like the Republican politicians who like have like all the like very anti-gay stuff and like all this stuff, and then they're like getting their dick sucked by a guy like in private, and they have these people. It's like, I think that like, I don't know if I can't speak to say if like all those people are like in the closet, because I don't think that's the case. What my suspicion is, you demonize something so much and you fear it so much that it becomes a bigger deal than it actually is. So then you're like when I was saying like being tempted, like having that like view of like all these things were tempting me. Yeah. Like they become a bigger deal in your mind if you view them that way. Like then it becomes a monster, then sometimes you're like, oh God, I gotta play with the monster. Like, you know what I mean? Like it almost becomes like a
I'm
weird
falling down this hatch. I am all bad now. I am all bad.
Exactly. Or I think that's also why that's why it's dangerous to like say like sex before marriage is as big of a sin as like rape.
Yeah, that's like crazy.
Like
no joke.
Like mortal and venial sins in Catholicism. I don't know if that's the same.
It's kind of similar. Like
I haven't been Catholic. I just was indoctrinated with all this pain, but I'm not. It's definitely not anything I believe.
Like it is kind of similar, I think, in like evangelicalism and like different kinds of these non-denominational. Or I mean, I can't speak for. Do you say Lutheran?
Yeah.
I can't speak for that branch of it, but it's like I remember being in health class and like our health teacher was like, absolutely no sex before marriage. All kind of sex count as sex before marriage. If you're a guy, if something's happened and you really need to take care of it, then you can go do that. But just know that like you just can't derive pleasure from it. It was like was insane. It's insane.
If you're a guy.
That's amazing.
And something comes up, like
something comes up. My dick. If my dick comes
like,
up,
if you're excited or things like that. I mean, you can deal with it once, maybe twice, but don't make a habit of it. Was kind of her like
this very normal thing that like bugs do and like toddlers rub up against furniture. Like it's just the most basic human thing.
It's so crazy.
That's insane.
Yeah, and it's coming from like a group of like the most sexually repressed people.
Yeah. So they probably think about it constantly, like more than just like a normal human being.
Yeah. I mean, why else are people so fucked? Like, don't do it.
And also going to the horniest people on the planet.
I'm talking real shit. The touch of tell me, got no truth.
we got a guitar.
Oh,
Yeah.
I was actually on my way to the train station.
No, but we got a guitar in
I'm
our
sorry.
church.
Okay. All right, why not? I got a little bit of time to kill.
Yes.
Sweetheart, come on.
Jeff, come on, get in.
You're trying to go.
Come on, we got a guitar.
Come on.
What's up?
Look at this guitar that we got.
Jeff, they got a guitar. Let's just give it a minute, all right? We don't have to be at your mother's until 4.
Hey,
Hi,
welcome.
This is Jeff.
Hi,
I'm
Jeff.
Charlene.
Hello.
Hi.
Nice to meet you.
Hi.
Yeah. No, I
We're
don't
not really
have
church
any.
types. Can I just say that?
You know what? I wasn't a church type either, but then I heard this sweet guitar and I was like, praise be.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I'd introduce you with my name, but I don't have one anymore.
Oh.
Because that's just something that we do. God didn't name us.
Oh,
you
how
know
fun.
what I mean?
Hey, Jeff, I don't have a name now either.
Oh my God, I love it.
Excuse me. Yes, you do.
Really?
I don't have a name. What is it?
You're just a daughter of God or a son
Hey,
of God.
I love that. How
right?
fun.
We don't need to have these
Jeff,
names.
Jeff, I don't have a
bounding
name.
us.
No, you do,
Yeah, what is it? Tell me my name.
Linda.
Say it again.
Linda, stop yelling in my
name.
face. Hey, what the hell? I came in here to see a guy play a guitar, and I feel I've lost my family.
Oh, this is neat. I love this. What does that smell?
Oh,
Like chicken.
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 It's the chicken.
It smells like fried chicken.
Yeah, but it's been it's pho chicken though because it's been roasted in patchouli.
Oh, how
Yeah, we're roasting it
Can
over
we not
here.
get distracted by
Chicken and
sometimes you just have to go from one place, point A to point B, right? You can't stop and go gazing at everything that comes along the way.
Where are you going?
Linda. We're going to my
his
mom's house.
Oh,
boy.
that's just a title you give her. She's
Yeah.
a woman that gave birth to you.
Yeah.
Hey, I love
but-
that. Jeff, she's just a woman who gave birth to you.
So then what am I to you, Linda? Huh?
A brother in Christ.
A brother in Christ. I
No.
love that. Jeff.
But more specifically.
Jeff, we always have our heads down and we're going from point A to point B and we're carrying our bags and we're getting our groceries and we're talking to our kids. Okay? I'm just saying.
Oh, you have kids?
Yeah, we got kids.
Oh, that's great. Bring them. Tell them about the guitar and the chicken.
Jeff,
I'm not bringing our kids here. No way.
Where are your kids?
you're no fun.
That my mother says we're going to pick
They're
them
just
up.
at some lady's house?
No, that's my mom.
Just some woman who gave birth to you.
Yeah, their grandparents. That's not weird. Okay.
Sounds like just some woman is watching some smaller people.
Yeah, Jeff, we should get them right away and bring them here.
I'd love to, except for not bring them here. My wife, whom I love.
All right. You're no fun. Let's go.
No, don't leave. We have cake and coffee.
You have too much patchouli, I think.
Yeah, Costco had a sale on patchouli.
Oh, wow.
So we roasted the chicken in patchouli, and then we baked a cake in patchouli, and then we roasted some coffee in patchouli.
This is crazy. Before we go, can we hear a song?
Oh, yes.
Jeff, let's stay for a song. Jeff, can we stay for a song? Please? Jeff.
Don't call me Pajef.
Wait, let me sage him with all this patchouli. I use sage as a verb, but it is patchouli.
Oh,
I'm
do it.
using.
It'll be fun. Here we go.
Ah. Breathe it in. You're Pajef now. You've been baptized in patchouli. You've been baptized.
Oh, do me. Do me.
Oh,
All right, everybody now.
Okay. Oh, this is fun.
you have to make the noises. Make the guitar noises.
I didn't learn how to play the guitar
Yeah.
because what is that? A lesson from who? Not God. Tell you that much.
Yeah.
See, Jeff, he could have taken it from point A to point B. He could have grabbed that guitar and he could have actually learned how to play it. But instead, what did he do? He took a fun route for it, okay?
I didn't think that was very fun. I've seen better music at the fair.
The fair?
Oh,
What's the fair?
We just came from the fair.
Oh,
You don't know what the fair? Yeah, we didn't want to bring our kids to that. They ruin our good time at the fair.
We go to the fair. Sorry, I know you guys have done several rounds of the milk bottles, but there's a line of children who are.
I'm gonna get one of these. I'm gonna get the teddy bear.
Jeff, you're embarrassing me.
No, who's embarrassing who?
Jeff, we've been here for 45 minutes.
Well, you take a shot at it.
Okay, I'll take a shot at it. Thank you.
Ding.
Oh, you win
Hey,
this
she
giant
got
bear.
it.
Thank you so much,
Well,
Jeff.
I gotta get a bear.
No, Jeff, how about this? I'll give you the bear. Can we go now?
I don't want you to have.
Come on, we're all fair people here, right?
Yeah, welcome to the fair.
We're just
Thank
winners
you.
and losers. Let him be a winner.
Can I have a cream puff?
Yeah, you can have a cream puff. We'll get you a cream puff on the way.
You want a cream puff? Knock over those milk bottles. I'll buy you a cream puff.
Miss. Miss. Miss.
Yeah.
Darren, you gotta stop buying people cream puffs.
What?
You gotta stop.
Why?
You gotta
I like
stop.
to see the smile on their face.
Yeah, but it's too much. You spend all of the money you make at the fair on buying people cream puffs. You're a people pleaser.
I don't want people to leave the fair unhappy.
You're buying love. We've talked about this. You gotta stop.
That seems okay.
They're strangers.
Where am I gonna? Yeah, if I can buy a stranger's love, I mean, aren't I rich? If I have the love of strangers.
I don't know. I worry.
What?
Because maybe you have a lot of stranger love, but you have zero in your bank account because of all the cream puff buying.
We pan down the line of carnival games. Get a ring around the thing and we'll give you a goldfish and you can hang out at my house after. I live right across the street.
Excuse me?
What?
Excuse me?
Do you want to hang out at my
Are you
house?
trying to get my daughter to go to your house?
Whoa.
Wow.
Just for... I'm just
Mommy,
trying to
guys,
make...
you hit my new best friend.
No.
He's my new
Cynthia.
best friend. He's my new best friend.
What'd you hit me?
He's my brother in Christ.
Cynthia,
Hey, you pop some of those balloons, you can slap me in the face.
I could really use that today.
Pop a balloon, slap me in the face.
Darren, you gotta stop letting people
What?
slap you in the face.
Come on. Where
on,
else
it
am I
would-
going to find this kind of love? Yeah.
That's not
She's
love.
having a great time.
That's pain.
She's having a good time. Look, I'm trying to make an enjoyable time and get a little love. Where else am I going to find this love?
Maybe from inside, Darren.
That sounds.
Maybe you should love yourself.
I already did that.
Is that a masturbation joke, Darren? Or is it something that you had self-love and you've lost it? Clarify, Darren.
I already masturbated.
Okay, but you're full of self-loathing, but you've also masturbated.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm self-loathing, but I already masturbated.
Oh my God,
And
Darren.
I did it once when I was 12, and I was told not to make a habit of it.
Okay.
So I haven't masturbated again.
I'm
Wow.
sorry. Are you?
Slap me in the face.
Oh no, I'm sorry. She left.
Oh,
Are you Darren?
yeah.
Okay, I don't exactly know how to do this. 14 years ago, you met a woman named Samantha Crane.
Yes.
I'm her daughter.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Oh my God. They said I could masturbate. They didn't say where I shouldn't do it.
I think I'm your daughter.
What?
I'm sorry to.
But I only masturbated that one time.
Where?
On a bus seat?
And you met my mother on the 5. Is that right?
We cut to that. What are you doing back there, boy? Boy, what are you doing back there?
I'm taking care of something one time.
You better not be jizzing on my bus seat.
Hi, is the seat taken?
What?
Is the seat taken?
No, sit down
Jesus
quick.
Christ. Jesus Christ, lady. There's empty seats up front.
Sit here. I'm getting in trouble on this bus.
Ma'am, you can sit anywhere.
Oh no, he has a kind face. I'd
No,
like to sit
ma'am.
next to him.
Ma'am, there's so many empty seats. Ma'am, please don't sit on the jizz seat.
I don't know. It seems fun. There's jizz on this seat. I'm gonna sit.
Years worth.
Years worth. I'm only the top layer.
I'm just gonna sit. It'll be fun. It'll be fun.
Hi, I'm Darren.
Hi, Samantha.
Nice to meet you.
What do you do for fun around here?
Well, I can tell you what I did for fun.
So, you three, sorry, forgot that you were spending the weekend.
Oh, it's okay. People forget
You're
about me.
spending the weekend in the house.
Mm-hmm.
I am going to be away at work conference. Yes? Great. There is one rule.
Okay.
Do not eat the Nutter Butters in the cupboard.
Okay.
Do not. Do not.
Okay.
Don't eat them.
Okay.
Okay.
Don't eat them.
Okay.
You'll disappoint me greatly if you eat them.
Okay.
Your friends will know if you eat them.
How would they know?
What?
How would our friends know?
Because people talk.
Okay.
Because people talk. So
Dad, can I just say I don't think that I don't know, Sharon's parents went away for the weekend and she ate a couple of Nutter Butters and it turned out okay.
You kidding me?
Yeah, I mean
she said it was like a yummy, tasty treat and it made her feel good.
Okay, we're chaining up the cupboard.
What? That's crazy.
We can't be too safe with a menace like Nutter Butters.
Are you kidding?
There's nothing wrong with Nutter Butters.
There's nothing wrong with
about it.
Nutter
It's
Butters.
so natural to crave peanut butter and chocolate.
The Addams twins split them all the time.
Listen, you have one Nutter Butter, then it's like you're a Nutter Butter guy. Then you just start dipping them in milk, and
What's
you're like, "Ooh,
wrong
that's a
with
whole
being
new
a
texture and taste." Then you're like,
That's fine.
"What's fine about that?" Then
What's
you get,
fine?
then you get a little
Nutter
fat
being-
tummy, and you have to go explain that to.
You just exercise. You just have some Nutter. Everything in moderation.
You have
I
time
don't
for
know.
exercise because you're doing all this. You got Nutter Butters on the brain. That's all you want is Nutter Butter.
I don't
about
have
if you-
intrusive thoughts about Nutter Butter.
Yeah. Do you think if you normalize Nutter Butters now, then by the time we get to your age, we're not going to need, Nutter Butters constantly all the time? And then,
chained up?
we will have a healthy relationship with them.
I think I've got a pretty healthy relationship with Nutter Butters right now.
You have peanut butter all over your face.
One sticking out of your pocket.
Yeah.
Well, I'm just making sure that
There's just cellophane everywhere.
Okay, well, I ate some so that you guys would know that nobody's perfect and that Nutter Butters are a big deal, that you can't just go around eating whatever cookie you want whenever you want it. Now,
Dad, I
if you don't
saw
mind,
you-
I'm going to padlock the thing.
I saw you Googling
I'll
Nutter
take the
Butters
key.
last night.
Yeah.
You were Googling Nutter Butters last night.
It's okay to Google things.
Is
You
it?
saw me doing that?
Yeah, I came downstairs for a glass of water and I was like, oh, this seems like a personal moment. I'm just going to give Dad his space.
Yeah.
Yeah, and see how she said a personal moment, like that it was totally fine. There was no judgment behind that.
Yeah.
She saw you Googling Nutter Butters and she was fine with it.
We're
all
in our
fine
own
with it.
house. It's our personal
Yeah.
private time. I saw
You've
you
all-
sharing a Nutter Butter with a guy at the airport.
Yeah, because you always accompany him.
I'm going on a business trip.
You always send him off on work conferences.
We're going to work conference. I told you that in the beginning. We are going to work conference.
I know. Okay.
We are going to work conference.
Yes. We got it.
If I come back and one of those Nutter Butters is even out of place.
The idea that you know the place that they are all in is troubling.
Yeah, they're in the cupboard with the chain around it.
But if it's out of place, it's out of place. Like it just shouldn't. You shouldn't be this obsessed.
This
with
is a Christian home. This is a Christian home. I had rules when I grew up.
Mm-hmm.
I had things told to me when I was the brittle age of 3.
Ooh, brittle. Peanut brittle is good.
Peanut
too.
brittle is
I like
delicious.
that.
Yeah.
Not
Can we do that?
Innuendo.
That's good.
Dad,
Peanut brittle.
if you didn't have any interest in us having any Nutter Butters, why do we have them in the house in the first place? Why are they
question.
even there? Why do they exist?
What's going on?
Well, because I guess sometimes the evil of the world finds its way into your home. And in order to properly deal with these situations, you have to maybe have them.
Is Nabisco evil? Is that like? It's just something you pick up at a
yeah.
grocery store, right? They're made by Nabisco
Yeah, you
or
can
General
just get
Mills.
them-
or something.
yeah,
It's like they're not
Nabisco. You
evil.
can
There's
You can get
nothing
them at
evil
grocery
about
stores,
them.
gas stations.
Yeah, they're just
Yeah.
yummy treat. They're a yummy tasty treat.
Did I raise you guys to question what your daddy says?
No, Mom raised us mostly.
Yeah, you were like always out on the Nutter Butter
work
binge.
conferences.
At work conferences.
Oh, okay. You don't like that I work, huh? You don't like that I do work during the day for a job?
No, we like it. It's fine. Mom mostly raised us.
And she raised us to just enjoy ourselves when
Yeah.
we're eating or anything else in life, to just be,
Yeah.
to enjoy it. Because
Yeah.
life is short and let's all just take care of each other and do what makes us happy. And if Nutter Butters makes us happy,
Yeah.
have a Nutter Butter.
Let's have another Butter.
If you're a Thin Mint kind of person, eat a Thin Mint.
Yeah, no pigs.
Is that okay?
I knew someone who loved Thin Mints.
Yeah.
Okay.
Who?
I'll never tell you that.
One of your work conference friends.
Yes, of course. I don't have much of a social life outside of work conferences every weekend. But they got addicted to them and overdosed.
On Thin Mints.
What, like went into sugar shock, fell asleep or something? What happened?
Were they diabetic?
Did they just like get real constipated? I don't understand what the.
Yeah.
So many Thin Mints in their tummy that it exploded.
Oh, I think, Dad, I'm going to say that didn't happen and that's a story that you've been told and you just believe really hard.
No.
Are you sure you weren't told that as a child and you think it's real and it's not?
At the brittle age of 3.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, of course, but yeah, it was real.
I think those are just stories to teach you lessons. I think you heard these stories because they have good takeaways of like, hey, don't overindulge in things. And that's the takeaway. I don't think somebody's stomach actually exploded.
Yeah.
I think you're taking it way too literally and it's making every snack related thing be disproportionate in your brain.
Well, Randy is waiting for me.
That's the guy whose dick you suck on all these conferences. Yeah.
Of course.
Yeah. Okay. I was just curious.
Lydia, your story.
Okay, I got a story.
Great.
Great.
Immediately after we started talking, I was like, oh, I got some meatiness I can talk about. So earlier we were talking about my craziness when I was like 19-year-old chaos. I was living in New York City. I had just graduated musical theater school.
Hey.
So I mean, just hardcore chaos there. I just graduated musical theater school and I was living in Astoria with somebody I knew from AMDA. AMDA Scamda, that's what they call it, because they let everybody in. I remember going there and like on my first day watching this woman get up and sing and I was just blown away. I was like, oh my God, like how did I get in here? This woman is so incredibly talented. Or I probably didn't say woman because I was 19. I'm like, this girl. That was a learned thing to say woman, to call women women. And I didn't learn that then. But so anyway, and then like the next person got up and sung and they were like, horrible. And I was like, wait, how did they get in here? And I was like, oh, everybody gets in here. And anyway, so I was moving. I was living with this girl in Astoria, and it was just like a bit of a chaotic life. And she had this boyfriend who, like, there was just a lot of like drinking and pot smoking and stuff, and it was just like messy. And she had this boyfriend, this long distance boyfriend from Oklahoma, who came to visit her, and like very classic 19-year-old. Right? But where it veers off of like classic college 19 is he tried to kill himself in our bathtub.
Holy shit.
So I
Boy, oh boy.
Why am I laughing so hard, you guys?
Oh my God. Oh my God.
He came to visit.
I'll back up. So he came to visit her. And then I was working at Patsy's Pizzeria, which I would later get fired from because I didn't want to work during the blackout. So like there was that blackout in New York, and my aunt and mom were visiting at the time, and they walked from Chinatown to the Upper West Side to like get me because they were like, we don't know what to do. And I was like, we have to walk over the Queensboro Bridge. And so they were like, no, you have to stay. It's a blackout. We're going to have a lot of customers. And I was like, no, my shift is over. My mom is in town. I'm leaving. I'm going to walk across the the Queensboro Bridge in a thong. Oh my God. Chafing, you guys. It was horrific. I've never.
Can't relate.
Did you it was insane. Who knew you could get like butt crack blisters? But
Oh my God.
You can.
Wow.
It was awful. Anyway, so
Somebody knew that.
Someone knows that. Somebody who had to walk miles and miles and miles in a thong. I should have just taken it off. I don't know what I was thinking. But you live and learn. You're a kid. You don't know to take off your thong when you're walking miles and miles. So I got back from my shift at Patsy's Pizzeria with my friend Jen with a G, and we were gonna go watch Eliminate and smoke some weed. That was our plan for the evening, to watch Eliminate and smoke some weed. Best thing ever. That show was the best.
What is it?
It's Eliminate is where they go on you go on like, what was it? You go on
I've got
4
it confused
dates.
with Next.
No, it was
Not next. Next is
Next was the bus,
Yeah,
right? Yeah. But eliminate, I think they went on dates and like eliminated people throughout the date, right? You went on a date with like 4 people.
Oh, right.
And you
Okay,
eliminated them.
yeah.
There's also something that was like with a ship too, where you went on dates and you were on a ship or something. Anyway, so that was like a little routine we had. She'd like sleep over. We'd watch Eliminate, make breakfast burritos at night, and smoke weed. It was a really great. It was great, actually. But anyway, so we were coming home, and we were coming home at the same time as a bunch of police officers rushing up to my door, and I was like, "What's going on?" And they were like, "There's been a report of domestic abuse," and I was like, "What?" And I honestly, my roommate was violently tempered. So I thought, and I had met her boyfriend and he seemed very meek. So I thought she was hurting him when I heard that. And so I was like, oh, well, don't break down our door. Like, I'll use my key. And so I just like let them in. And then we were just worried, like, oh my God, there's pot. What if they, whatever. They don't care. Nobody cares about that. So they went up the stairs and there was broken glass everywhere. She was like on the bed, like holding her face.
Oh my God.
And he was in the bathroom, like just bleeding. And it was crazy. So they took him away to like a hospital.
Oh my God.
And we like checked on her to see if she was okay, to figure out what happened. Apparently somebody who could like see in the window from across the alley saw like all the stuff and could hear the noise and called the police, which is amazing in New York because I feel like nobody cares about anybody else. So it was like, wow, somebody noticed and they saw something and said something. But so anyway, so my friend, bless her heart, Jen with the G, cleaned up all the broken glass from the bathtub or the blood from the bathtub while I swept the broken glass. And then we took care of our friend, put her to bed, went to bed, woke up the next day. We had, we didn't even get to watch Eliminate, but we did have our breakfast burritos. And smoked some pot. And we woke up the next day like very late because it was such a late night. And then when we woke up, he was in our apartment again. So she had like gone and gotten him.
And brought him back.
And he just like promised not to kill himself. And he had like bandages. But question, like something that feels insane, like he should not have been able to get out of the hospital that fast.
No.
Wait a minute. I'm following it, but so they didn't get in a fight.
They did get into a huge fight.
And then he went to the bathroom himself.
He beat her up.
Yeah, okay.
Broke glass.
Then
and
he
tried
went
to kill himself for having like hurt her and had slit his wrist.
And
so
she brought him back to the apartment.
Yeah, I mean, like, battered women syndrome, whatever. I don't know. But promise not to do it again. But he the state shouldn't have let him out. Like he should have still been in the hospital. It wasn't even like 24 hours. He had
normally
bandages
48-hour psychiatric hold on.
Yeah, right.
Like
That's what I thought. It's insane. So anyway, I was not comfortable living there. This story is like very rambling and there's no moral, but it will have an end. But there's a so I couldn't live because he was there and I was afraid of him because he hurt her and I was like I didn't want her to stay there, but she was like we're talking through it and every time I tried to shower, I could like see the blood. Like I was just like traumatized a little. Like I call it like a lowercase t. Like it wasn't like it didn't happen to me, but I was like little baby PTSD around it. Because like every time I tried to shampoo my hair, I saw blood and that was like tiny bit of. So anyway, I started staying with my friends around the corner and I was like, I'm going to move out. And it was like in the middle of the month or something. And so I was like, for the next 2 weeks, I'm going to like stay on their futon. But Jen with a G was also staying on their futon. And during this time, Jen with a G and I had experimented a little bit with drugs that were a little harder than pot. Mm-hmm. We'd done coke a couple of times and guys, cocaine is amazing. I say that as someone who is sober and can't do any drugs or drink alcohol because cocaine is amazing. But it was so great. It just makes all your problems go away. I think you're like the best version of yourself when you're on cocaine. You're just like really productive and lighter. You're just like lighter. Like I felt lighter. Anyway, it was great. But anyway.
Disagree, but go on.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I mean, don't do it. It could kill you and ruin your life. But like, I don't know. I think it's great. But so, I mean, maybe try it once. It's just so fun. So anyway, we had done cocaine together and we really loved it. And so during this period where we were sharing a futon in our friend's house, we were like, we should go out. We should get cocaine, but we didn't know how because we'd only done it like a couple times by accident because it was like around. And
by accident?
Or like we didn't seek it out. It just happened to be at like a party and we were like, oh my God, we're going to do this. And so we went to a bar, like this Irish pub on Ditmars Boulevard, McCann's. And I had learned that the drug lingo, I'm 19, I'm a fucking idiot. And I learned that the drug lingo was like, party, do you party? Meant like cocaine. So I was just wandering around. I shouldn't have even been able to get into this bar, by the way. I was 19. I'm just wandering around, approaching total strangers, asking them if they party. And they were just like, what? No, like, get away. They're like in their 30s, just having a normal evening at this Irish pub. And I'm like, do you party? Do you party?
An
like,
Irish pub of all places.
Oh my God.
Too.
There's so much coke in Irish pubs. It's crazy. And so then somebody was like, come here. I know what you're trying to do. I was like, come with me. We get in a car of total strangers, just start driving up and down Ditmars Boulevard while we make this like deal, this drug deal. This is insane. And I was so afraid with what I was doing that I didn't like check anything out. I was just like, okay, thanks, here. I took money and took a little baggie. And that was like the only drug deal I've ever made. And then we went up to our futon and I was like, okay, here it is. And she's like, oh, Lydia, you bought crack. And I was like, what? I was like, but it's the same, right? It's the same. There's just racist drug laws, but it's the same. And she was like, yeah, but like we can't snort that. We don't know how to smoke crack. So I was like, what if we just chop it up? And so we spent a very long time trying to like beat the shit out of crack to make it powder. And then we just started like snorting rocks up our nose. And I don't think it really did anything, although we did stay up all night, so maybe it did do something. And then the next day, this is how I'm ending the story, but again, no takeaway, no moral. The next day we had to like get up and we were just so tired from all the crack rock in our nose. But we had to get up because we had to go to like the free clinic because one of us was convinced they had AIDS, which is also very 19. Like 19, you have sex with anybody
Just
and you're
AIDS.
like, I just not HIV, AIDS. Just you have sex once when you're 19. I feel like maybe this is just me, but it's just like, oh my God, I'm pregnant and I have AIDS because I did one bad thing.
I'm talking real shit. Things I should tell me. So got no truth.
Are those breakfast burritos? I can't.
Go ahead, have one.
I can't. The breakfast burritos are. Next thing I know, I'm watching Eliminate, and then, I got to get tested for AIDS because I snorted crack rock. So I'll pass on the breakfast burritos. But
What do you mean? Just have a breakfast burrito.
Jessica, just have one.
I thought they were going to be carne asada or carnitas burritos.
It's 9 a.m. We have a whole day planned.
It's just a little bit of eggs.
Yeah.
It's just a little bit of eggs. We're not going to watch Eliminate. I don't know how you would.
Yeah, it's a very dated reference. Yeah. Just have some. Just a little.
I'll just have the end. I'll just have the
Yeah, just
Okay,
have the end.
great.
Just have the end of it.
So what I
Anyway.
thought of Jane Eyre was
Yeah.
I was just like so touched by her perseverance. You know what I mean?
A message I feel like I can take with me wherever I go.
Yeah.
I bet Eliminate is on Amazon Prime.
I bet it's not.
Jessica.
I highly doubt that, Jessica.
No.
Yeah, you're right.
If you don't mind, I'm
Gonna get
pouring
it.
my heart out
I'm
here.
sorry. I'm so sorry.
Go on.
I'm so
I
sorry.
just thought she was like cool. You know what
Yeah.
I mean? It's just like she was like a cool girl who like I think if she was alive today, like I would want to hang out with her.
Stop it. I literally wrote that in the margins while I was
No.
reading this
Let me
book.
see. Shut up.
Oh
I
my
don't
God.
believe
Wait,
you.
hold on. Let me get my book.
Can I have a page of that book?
What? Oh my gosh. This is a library book
I'm just gonna
that I wrote in the
let's see,
margins.
make a library. That's where I'll go. I'll see if they got eliminated at the library. I'll be back. Okay.
They're not going to. Jessica, don't leave.
What?
Jessica.
They didn't do DVD box sets of Eliminate. I'm
They
positive.
gotta have it somewhere.
Jessica.
I'll find it. I'll find it. It's not a big deal. A little eliminate. Come on. A little eliminate. A little eliminate. Then we'll go back to Jane Eyre. Let me just get a little.
Pretty opposite sides of the spectrum.
Yeah.
I just
How
don't
about this, Jessica? What did you think of the book?
Yeah.
I thought it was. I appreciated the plight that it stunk. It stunk. It was she didn't eliminate any dates. Okay, so let's just all get in a. Come on, we can find it. We'll torrent it. I'll find somebody. I'll find someone.
I bet you won't. I bet you won't find one other soul in the world seeding an eliminate torrent right now.
Oh yeah, you don't think so? I know of an Irish pub. Okay.
Oh, hello.
Oh, hi.
How are ya?
I'm good. You eliminate?
Excuse me?
You eliminate?
You want a lemonade?
Get him a lemonade coming right up
All
then.
right, Bobby, you want lemonade?
I heard him.
Thank you. Is anyone eliminate?
Another lemonade.
Okay, coming right up. I'll get this one this time.
Does anybody eliminate?
Here you go.
Thanks. Eliminate.
Hey.
Hey. Yeah?
I know what you need.
You eliminate?
I got shipmates. We don't have eliminate here, but we got shipmates. You want? It's like eliminate, but it's shipmates.
Yeah, I can watch a shipmates.
Yeah,
I can watch shipmates.
Yeah, here,
Okay.
here, come here.
Okay.
Come here. Get in the back of my car.
Okay. Oh, cool. All right.
Watch it on my iPad.
Whoa.
Just up and down the block then.
Yeah, just drive, damn it, drive.
Squeak.
Oh no. Oh, shipmate.
See, like they're on a ship. They're dating on a ship.
Oh my God.
And they don't know each other.
Oh my God. Who's gonna win?
Ryan, I think you're very handsome. I just don't think that it could work out between the two of us.
Oh.
You live in Seattle and I live in Southern Washington.
Oh, that's good.
Derek, wow, what a set of eyes you got on you. But I don't think it'll work out between the two of us because I live in Seattle and you live in Western Washington.
Shit, yeah. Oh, I'm living my best self. Oh,
Calvin, you don't have a job. You haven't graduated from college. You live in your parents' basement. But I live in Seattle and you live in Seattle. So I think you're my eliminate.
Oh God. I think I should.
Because in that show, they're like, it's shipmates, not eliminate. God damn it.
You keep saying
I'm
eliminate.
sorry.
This is shipmate.
We're not a ship.
Can somebody get me a drink?
Yeah, obviously. We want you as pumped full of alcohol as possible. Get her a drink.
It's
I just feel like
2001,
I'm
baby.
not
We got
forming
nothing
any
but
real
vodka.
connections with any of these people. You
course
know what
not.
I mean?
Yeah, of course not.
But I'm here to find love.
Really?
Why do you guys look so baffled? I'm here because I want to meet somebody to spend the rest of my life with.
Oh, we just assumed you wanted to be an actress and this was the only route to TV.
Yeah. Thought maybe you'd tongue kiss a couple of these fellas.
Yeah.
Sure, maybe I want to be an actor and maybe I tongue kissed all of these fellows, but I'm looking for a serious connection, okay? I want to find the person who's going to play with our kids and go on ski vacations with me.
Oh my God. I ski.
Yeah?
Yeah.
What's your name?
Daria.
Daria. I'm Daria.
Stop it.
No, I am.
What?
Yeah.
Oh my God. That's crazy.
Oh my God. Do you want to? No, never mind.
What? Buy a bunch of stuff?
I got a Nutter Butter. Do you want some Nutter Butter?
I would love some Nutter Butter.
Okay. Bye. Bye.
To the whole crew?
Yeah. Let's jump off
You're
the
our
ship.
EP.
Let's go dive off the ship.
Cut back to the cab or the car.
You got to get out of the car, man. What? You got to get out of the car.
No, come
You've
on.
seen too much.
What?
Now I got to cut you off. You've seen too much.
Come on, let me.
You saw the behind the scenes.
Come on, I'll go down on you. Let me have a little more.
What? Okay. Okay. Hold on. Wait, I gotta pull over. I can't do roadhead. I tried once and I killed someone.
What?
Yeah, I can't do roadhead. I killed somebody getting roadhead once. So hold on, let me just pull over.
Yeah.
Let me pull over.
I'll just get started.
We see on the iPad a little another reality show starts. It's called Carney Date. Please. Please. Ow. Quit slapping us. Just tell us. Just pick one. I'll do anything.
can't decide. Clifton, Maurice, whichever one of you can take this ball and hit the milk jugs. You've proven yourself worthy to be my clown.
I've never played my own game.
I played my own game once.
We cut back to the cab.
That was very good. You can stop.
You sure? I just want to make sure you feel like you got your
2.5
money's
minutes ago. No, please stop. I am super sensitive right now. Like, please stop sucking it. I'm done. I'm done. No, please stop. Please.
I don't want you to feel shortchanged.
No, I don't. I came all over your mouth.
Okay.
And just let me just stop. Thank you.
Okay.
You can take your hand off it too.
Got it.
Just like
Sorry.
stop touching
Okay,
me.
Okay. I'm sorry. We're square?
They pull up to a curb. They open the door, or the window rolls down. Excuse me. You eliminate?
Yeah. Me? I got
Yeah.
shipmates.
You got shipmates?
I got shipmates.
A little too spicy for the Romney blood, but I might be able to.
Papa.
Is anyone out here? Oh, God. I'm at work conference. Thank you so much for being on The Meet
Yay!
Yeah, thank you both so much.
Improv.
Thanks for having us.
Let's plug stuff. Herald Night, right?
Oh, right. UCB Herald Night. Dollhouse. Sometimes Mondays. Sometimes
name.
Thursdays. Sometimes Fridays.
Yeah, there you go.
And then also I play with a team called Come Battle Kaboombox, and we have a show in the Inner Sanctum. Every whatever this upcoming Friday is of the month.
First Friday, maybe.
Every first Friday of the month.
There you go.
And also, aren't you on No Country for Old Pens?
And No Country for Old Pens shows TBD. Thank you so much for reminding me.
Okay. I do Teachers Lounge, so that's super exciting.
Me too, usually.
Yeah. Yay. And that's it. I just moved here. I don't have a lot going on, guys. You can follow me on Twitter. If you want like snarky liberal retweets and some sad jokes.
Perfect. Come see We're Gross with Gilly the third Thursday of the month at UCB Franklin. And Mondegreen, a Herald team. Also Mondays, some Thursdays and Fridays.
Great. I'm at Mr. Josh Simpson on Twitter, Josh Simpson on Instagram. Why not? And you can follow and like The Meet on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram as well. Hey, if you like the show, rate and review us in the iTunes store. That helps us out. And even more so, what helps us out is tell a friend if you like the show. Great. Thank you so much for listening. We'll see you next time on The Meet. The Meet. Improv. Did it.
This has been a Boardwalk Audio podcast. For more information and shows, visit boardwalkaudio.com. Don't forget to rate and subscribe now.